Welcome, kindred. It's Jessica. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022. This video I'm going to share with you my bullet journal setup for 2022. It's not a plan with me. I have already done the setup. I've got this gorgeous notebook therapy journal. It's like a kind of velvety almost cover. It was a limited edition. It's the B6 size. Let me show you what I've done. So I've just got started straight away in the front with my 2022 cover page and just like the nameplate page. So this is a Suke Midnight Garden Journal. It's really lovely, and I bought some stickers and things as well. I've been using quite a few stickers. I've gone for definitely much more of a maximal, more collage-y effect this year, and I'm really loving it. So this is a 2021 retrospective page. My word of the year for 2021 was deliver, and I think it was my most profound year word for the year to date, to be honest. It was a really deep feeling year. Sorry if I'm a little bit croaky, it's really early in the morning as I'm filming this. I just wanted to get it done. I haven't actually spoken to anybody yet before speaking to you. So I've got this tarot spread here, which I've got off Amber-Eyed Witch on Instagram. She doesn't have a YouTube channel, but she shares loads of awesome things over on her Instagram. Very kind of journaling focused, witchy journaling focused. So yeah, if you are on Instagram, I definitely recommend checking her out, Amber-Eyed Witch. I'll put a link in the description box as well so that you know how to look for it and everything. So I'm going to do this spread this evening, I think, or maybe even this morning if I've got enough time. I also pasted in this little envelope so I can put a letter for myself from 2021. I saw somebody else doing this. I think it was Shada Campbell, or one of the big bullet journalists. Maybe it was Amanda Rich Lee. And I thought it was such a cute idea. So I found this little envelope and I've pasted it in, and I'm going to write a little letter from 2021, kind of like how I'm feeling, because I am feeling much more hopeful this year, even though the astrology is not like super great. It's until 2023. I do definitely feel a little bit more hopeful this year. I've been doing some more cutouts and using washi and things. I bought some different washies to make tabs and things this year, and I'm absolutely loving this kind of scrapbooky, collage-y feel of it. So here we go. So this is my index. I haven't actually filled any of this in yet, and you'll notice as I go through that not all of this is completely set up yet, but I wanted to share it now. I know people have been sharing them since November, so I'm very late with sharing it, but at the end of the year was really busy for me, and it was a good reminder actually that I need to start my journal earlier, because I was like a bit about getting it all done in time. So here's my future log. It's not quite finished because I've ordered stickers for the months, some really lovely ones to go here. I'll try and remember to post like a picture or something in the community tab to show this once it's done, because once those stickers are on, it basically is done. They're coming from an Etsy seller in Germany who makes them, so I'm in the UK, so it'll take a little while. I did order them, I think, like in the middle of December, but you know, the post in December is crazy, so I'm still waiting. And then here we have got this. I've written a few notes on the significant astrology, and then I'm going to use the gorgeous paper clip that came with this journal to clip in my my birth chart here. So that'll have my chart clipped in here, and then 2022 preparation. My Time Lord, which is my ruling planet for this year, which also happens to be my actual lifelong learning planet as well, is Venus, and it's 8th house Venus. This is only for part 1 of the year because my birthday is in June, and a lot of this stuff will kind of change over in June with my birthday. So yeah, and my Time Lord is Venus. My numerology is number 15, which corresponds to the Devil card, which these are things I've been working with since my birthday in June in 2021. So it's kind of like a continuation of those themes. I pulled, instead of doing a Wheel of the Year so far, I might still do a Wheel of the Year as well. I pulled 6 woman runes for the first 6 months of the year. These are woman rune cards. I've showed these lots of times on my channel. This is my card for January, the Broom, rune of purification, clean sweep and cleansing, which is a pretty perfect card for January. And these were the rest of my cards. Oh, I got a bit washy on that one. These are the rest of my cards for the first 6 months. But yeah, they're so, I love these runes. They're my favourite rune system to work with. And you can use them as like an oracle as well. And the book that comes with them is, it's got like so much more in there about the runes, and then like you can even take it further into spreads just to do with those runes as well. So there's you know, there's loads of places you can take it, journaling questions and things like that as well with the book. The book is by Molly Reamer. The runes were originally by Shekinah Mountain Water. I'll put a link for those as well in the description box in case you haven't seen them before. They're really lovely. So yeah, there's my preparation for 2022. And then I've got my wish list. I didn't really love this page, to be honest, but you know, it's like that, isn't it? Sometimes it's like, it's kind of simple, but it was a bit over the top really in a way. And then my might do list, which is even more over the top, I actually do really like. So I don't know. I bought some kind of stickers as well, these papery stickers. I've got even more stickers coming because I'm feeling, like I say, a much more kind of collage, maximal feel this year. This was something I saw somebody else do as well, a gift list. I've only done the first 6 months, and you just write down people you need to get gifts for and ideas for gifts for them. And I thought that was a really nice idea. I've only done 6 months because like this journal won't last me 6 months. I've already bought 3 journals for 2022 because I always use 3 journals in a year, even in this bigger size. I did think when I went to the bigger size last year that I'd only be using 2, but no, I did still use, I've got my stack here, I did still use 3 journals last year, and they are well used. I have got a couple of pages left in the last one, but it's literally like 4 pages, something like that. And I like to use that sometimes for like testing out spreads. If I'm gonna be like super adventurous with the spread, it can be nice to do it in there rather than doing it straight in here. And then I've got my word of the year and affirmations. So I've got like my outgoing kind of word of the year. I find with my words, they almost do overlap up to my birthday as well. So it's like a word kind of lasts more like 18 months. So deliver was for 2021, and my word for 2022 is determine, which I was like, oh no, really, when I first got it. But that can sometimes be a good indicator for me it was when I was out walking the dog. It just popped into my head and I was like, oh, is that my word of the year? And, you know, true to determine, it hasn't gone away. So I printed out a little thing about determine, what it means. And, you know, it's got layers of meaning. Some of the meaning is more to do with like discover, and then other parts of the meaning are more to do with like deciding, and then other parts of the meaning are more about like directing, making things happen. And yeah, it's really interesting. And also some of the etymology too, like it links to, it comes from D, which means down or off or totally, and then termine, which is where we get the word terminus from, and terminal and things like that, like an ending, a boundary. And so yeah, it's just so perfect for me. I might do another reflection on like word of the year, because I know I've done so many word of the year videos, but I just find it's such an amazing practice and so worth it. So I might come back and do a little bit more about that yeah, sometime this year. And I've got some affirmations here. Sometimes I'm a bit cringy with affirmations, but I am trying them out again. I haven't labelled these tabs up yet, but I had tabs here for some of these major sections, and then I've got a new set of tabs for these sections, which are more like my kind of goal setting sections and stuff. So okay, so here is where I'm going to have my health and well-being goals. I haven't filled in some of this stuff yet because because I haven't got it done. But also because some of this stuff is going to be a little bit more personal, and I wanted to be able to share the journal setup before I filled in some of this stuff. So I hope you don't mind that I've done it like that. It's going to be stuff like kind of my goals and things like my body measurements and weight tracking, things that I'm doing to support my emotional health and stuff like that as well. Like I've got read 6 books for fun, and I'm going to keep a record of 6 books that I've read here in the first 6 months of the year for fun, because I tend to read an awful lot of non-fiction, and I don't treat myself to fiction, even though stories are literally my food. So I need to do that, and I know it will be good for me. So that is that. My nails, do you like my nails? They're a little bit bright, I know. My daughter had gel nail stuff for Christmas, like a whole, you know, thing of it, and she loves it. She's really into it, so she did them for me. Although I have got like ink and stuff on my fingers as well, so yeah. And then monthly fund, kind of like artist dates. If you're familiar with Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way, I'm going to put things like that, ideas for them, and like a record of the ones I've done here. I love how I've made these pages so they're kind of like shorter than each other, and we've got this like washi boundary, so it's, oh, I just love it. I think it looks so good. And I've got like glow up stuff, which is gonna be like fun experimentation with like aesthetics and makeup and clothes and things like that. I'm just gonna allow myself to do that this year, to have fun with that. I've got my blood moon tracker, which is my period tracker, which is good because it's Monday the 3rd as I'm filming this video, and I think that tomorrow is the day when I'm gonna be needing to fill that in. So sorry if that's too much information. And then here is the next tab for the next section. So that was kind of like all health and well-being, trackers, goals, that kind of thing is going to be in that section. And then this section is kind of like my work section, I suppose you could call it. It's my writing, plans and ideas for my writing. That's one of the reasons why I haven't been posting so many videos lately, is because I've been writing a book and it's taken an awful lot of like emotional and time energy. So that is, the first draft of that is pretty much finished now, and I have submitted it, so I'm kind of waiting, but I am also going to carry on working on it, so I've got plenty of space here for doing that. And then I've got my tarot and astrology readings, which I did close over Christmas because I just felt a little bit overwhelmed with all the stuff with the writing and everything that was going on as well. These are the different types of readings that I offer in my store. It's not an Etsy store, it's like a separate website store on my website. And I'm just gonna I put the different ones that I offer here, and I'm gonna colour in just to kind of see which ones are more popular in each month. I usually have like a main colour for the month. So like I did lots of ancestor readings around Samhain, around Halloween last year, and when I first reopened the store, I was doing a lot of these Divine Mother readings, which I thought was interesting as well. So I do offer journal consultations, and you know, it's all that sort of stuff anyway. And then I've got a little space for ideas for readings, and I am going to put a couple of goals for my readings here as well. So yeah, that's a nice everything all on one page kind of deal. And then I've got a double page spread for YouTube. In 2022, I want to do a video on every new and full moon. That is my plan. And I feel like that's so much more achievable for me than like weekly videos. And it's just more in tune with my whole vibe of not being overwhelming, really, being helpful without being overwhelming. So it's like, I don't know, like how about you, but I find that sometimes even there's almost too many things that I want to watch, too many things that I want to do, and so I don't want to add to the noise of stuff, but then I do want to share things that I feel are like useful to share. So I feel like that'll be a good balance every new and full moon. I want to write some like ideas for videos and things like that here, and goals and things like that as well on here. So that's my YouTube page. And then newsletters. Every month I send like a newsletter, I guess you could call it. I call it a newsletter, a full moon newsletter, to the people who subscribe on my website, and it's usually like information about the full and new moons for that month, and ideas for like witchy things you can do on those, and just like a little bit about the astrology generally and what I'm up to in my life a little bit as well, but you know, only a small section of that. So that's just a kind of tracker to make sure I'll cross that off once I've sent them each month. And then ideas for blog posts here as well. Last year I was doing a full blog post for the full and the new moons. I might pick that back up now that the main bulk of the writing of my book is done. So I've left that space there for possibility. And then I've got my astrology learning goals. Last year I really started going really deep into medical astrology learning, and that's the area that I'm just so fascinated by, and like the crossover between astrology and herbalism and astrology and tarot as well. It's just so rich for me. So I've got some of my learning goals here, and there will be more things as the year goes on, so I've left that space here. Some of these yearly things I can see them lasting for a whole year, and I'll just refer back to them here rather than copying them over into my new journal when I get that. And then this is my astrology learning tracker, which is basically like a list of all the courses that are available from my teacher. I pay like a monthly subscription for the teaching, and all of those things are available, and I'm working my way through all of those topics basically. So I want to, by the end of the year, I want to have gone through all of them, which does look like a lot. It is a lot, but some of them are like, some of the courses are like, this is the main course, the Medical Astrology 101, and you can get a certification after completing that part of the course. And then some of them are just more like 1 hour audio sometimes, or sometimes just like 3 videos and things like that. So yeah, just kind of minimal decoration here. And then this is my home and family section here, and I'm going to write down the goals and tasks. I could have filled these ones in, but I haven't, because again, like, you know, they're a little bit more personal. Some of the things we're going to be doing is I want to do monthly adventures. So I've got a space for ideas for places to go, and then a trip. So every month we're going to go somewhere. So I've just very lightly written in the months here, and I'm going to fill in where we went for each month. So I just thought that was kind of cute and simple, and I liked the washi had like map stuff on it, and then like tickets and things. I just thought it was cute. It reminds me of like kind of travel journal vibes. And then here I've got, I also want to be doing much more art and craft with the kids as well. They're a little bit older now, my children. They're 8 and very nearly 12, and so we can do like more intricate kind of stuff now. And so I want to do weekly like an art or crafts kind of activity with them, and for me as well, you know. I think it'll be good for us to do it all together. So I've left some space for ideas, and then I'm just going to make a note of what the projects that we've actually done here. And then this is a page that I've had for a while now in my journals. It's just my kids, and then I make a note with the pen that I'm using the colour for each month of what they're actually just like into at the moment. I home educate, we're a home educating family, so it's good for me to kind of keep up with what they're interested in, so that I can provide things for them that link in with that. And then look at the colours of these ribbons, they're so gorgeous. Sorry if my chair's a bit creaky. I've swapped out my desk chair because it's just so much more comfortable, and I hope it's not annoying. And then this didn't quite go according to plan. I was kind of a bit rushed setting up January, because I needed it to get set up before January started, and it was like on New Year's Eve basically that I was doing this. I hadn't finished filling in all of this either, so it was like, just get it done. And I used an idea from, last year I was doing like a kind of cutout for each month, which I really enjoyed. Let me see if I can find, oh, there we go. So there's one here. So I was doing like a cutout, and then I was using like wallpaper behind it, and then there was all this stuff in here to do with the month. And so I wanted to do a similar sort of idea, but I saw a video by Nana, which I'll link down below. Her videos are in Spanish, but she has English subtitles, and her journal is just like super witchy and super arty. She's just amazing at like painting and stuff like that. So her journals are just like really, really gorgeous, and the videos are really gorgeous. So I'll put a link for that. But I wanted to, she's done this like kind of double layer thing in hers. Hers is so much better than this. But it's the same sort of idea. So I did like a kind of title with my room for the month here. And then I just kind of like stamped a kind of mandala-y thing here and stuck a few bits and pieces, kind of scrapbooky again. And then under the flap, I've got my January challenge. It's been so good. The last few months I've been doing like health, kind of fitness challenges with a couple of friends via a WhatsApp group that we're in. And this month we're doing a squat challenge. My legs are absolutely killing from yesterday's squats, and I'm supposed to do another 55 today, and by the end of the challenge we will be doing 250 squats, so that should be fun. So I've just filled that in there so I can cross it off as I'm going along. And then in the inside of the flap, I've just put a little bit about the astrology of the month, and then it's kind of like a little to-do list, I suppose. And I'm using this space around the curve as like a habit tracker. I just stuck black paper on top of the paper here to make this kind of black flap. And then I'm just going to put dots for when I'm doing the habits as I'm going through around. So it should end up hopefully with like loads of little dots going around here, which will look kind of cool-ish. Like I said, I'm not super happy with it, so we'll see. And then this is my January calendar. As you can see, I haven't fully finished this spread yet. I haven't put my moons or anything in it. I might still put a few more bits of information and things like that around it here, but you know, it's kind of functional as it is. It's showing me the month as it is. I haven't even put my appointments or anything in that yet. And then this is the first week of January, which I actually quite like this. It's very different from the rest of the journal in that it's quite minimal. I used a stencil to make these numbers, and then just the stamps for the month. And then I just very lightly with the green that I'm using this month, which is a Tombow green. I think I've got it here. No, I didn't. That's not quite the right one. I had some new Tombows for Christmas, which were lovely. This is the one. It's a Tombow 192. I had some, yeah, gorgeous colours for Christmas, which was really lush. So I just used that to separate out. And I haven't got super loads of appointments in the first week of the year, so that's good. I can, this will be enough space. And I've just got like my to-do list, my to-buy list, and meal planning here, which I haven't done yet, and it's already today, so although I did make a big leek and potato soup yesterday, so I have got that ready for today. And I just cut this feather out and stuck that here because I thought that was really kind of graphic and gorgeous, and some washi and some stickers, and that's it. I've left space for journaling here, so it's just kind of basic. So yeah, that is it. It's not finished. How are you getting on with your planning? Let me know. I'll feel so much better once this video is kind of done in a way, and I can finish filling in stuff or not filling in stuff and just getting on with the month. But overall, I'm really happy with this. I especially love this kind of layering kind of effect with the washi and the tabs and the kind of collage-y vibe that is going on. I might have to change out my monthly setup to make it just a little bit more what I want, but I'm not going to worry about that. I can't wait for these stickers to arrive as well so I can finish this bit. And I'll fill in my index. Or I've also got a stamp. Oh, I wonder where that's gone. I bought a stamp to stamp the page numbers this year rather than hand writing them in. It's like one of those little like punch down stamps, you know, a self-inking stamp. So I'll attempt to do that without slobbing ink everywhere, so that I've got all that done. But anyway, there we go. That is my journal setup for 2022. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year once again, and warmest blessings to you.